Good son. Alright, I titled this reading As Long as You See the Big Picture. Because you can have people around you, but you already know that they're not going with you, alright? On your next checkpoint, your next journey, your next destination. So that's why we have here enjoying my own company. It could either be 47,000 views or $47,000. But I'm picking up both. With great fortune, fancy living, and luxury. And then valet, babe. But it's my Corvette, okay? Hop inside a motherfucker tech like that. All right? To the point where you're manifesting a life right now and you're about to get a good outcome. Healthy diet, bargain market, farmer's market. That means that you're only putting healthy foods, healthy snacks inside of you. So I'm also believing that you are also surrounding yourself with positive, healthy people and things. With Whoop That Trick coming out, we have here, if you trick the system with bad intentions, it will spew you up and spit you out. You could have a lot of people, or at least one person in your energy, who is trying to play on your top in a way where, like a white lie. You know, white lies are even going to come back to you. But you put that white lie out there because it really wasn't a big deal, right? And let it come back. Let's see how this person reacts to it. All right? Like a white lie where nobody gets hurt or nobody gets hurt, injured, argued over when it comes down to this white lie, because it really wasn't that big of a deal. We have it's all make-believe, or rather is what we make ourselves believe. So you already know when it came down to a white lie or a suggestion, anything that could have switched things up. A lot of people, you know, they got their own thing going on. So when it runs along a different path, they'll get tripped up. So they rather keep it like this. So you made it like that while they're used to this, right? So since you put that out there, that's a possible suggestion. That's a possible path that you can go on, right? But it tripped them up. But it doesn't mean that you were wrong. It doesn't mean that you were right. You know, it could have either took that way or not. And it could be make-believe, or it could be the real thing. It could be the true thing. With trick. And even with Whoop That Trick coming out here in the Good Son. Whoop That Trick. Talk to strangers. We're all family on this planet. Yeah, this is regular communication and, you know, bypassing. Walking by people. Conversations. Okay, so I went to Ashley Furniture and I was making sure I got me a stool or something, or a chair or a bench, right? And the thing about Ashley Furniture, their shit is either $50 to $200 when it comes even down to a bar stool. So I'm already in there. You know, the early worm or the early bird gets the worm. So I'm in there shopping. Boom. I already went through every chair. I looked at every price. And it came down to this stool, and it was like $20-something. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm leaving with that no matter what. And then some man ended up coming. Regular scenario where you're like, are you a sugar daddy type shit? But he ended up explaining to me that he had something going on with his knee, and basically he in there shopping for a bar stool. So after he does have his knee surgery, he needs a stool where it could be not too low and then not too high, you know, so he doesn't have to do all that bending of the knee. And, you know, that's his story, you feel me? But my story is I need me a bar stool so I can sit down and do what I want to do, or do what I need to do here, you know? And I was early, and I was already there and already picked it out, you know? I already told him up. And anyway, that in the case would be great fortune, fancy living, and luxury. Like, if you trick the system with bad intentions, like I didn't have no bad intentions. I wasn't coming there to hurt nobody. He could have been lying. He could have been lying about his knee surgery. And I could have been lying about whatever I could have been saying to him, just to spruce up the conversation. But look at that. Talk to strangers. We're all family on this planet. And he could have been like, look at that. He could have been like, whoop that trick. I gotta whoop this trick. She gonna take the bar stool. And I don't plan to be talking to nobody because of, you know, my energy, what I've been through. So even with enjoying my own company with the $47,000 or 47,000 views, yeah, the plan was to go in there, grab the cheapest bar stool, if there was a cheap bar stool, which it was, boom, boom, and then get up out of there. So that would be an example for like what this energy is. And it was a man. He looked like 48, probably 52. And he could be representing the good son energy. So the good son, the good daughters, or so they claim to be. Right? Or so they claim to be. So we have her get out of your routine. Like, I usually don't go nowhere. I don't even go shopping and stuff like that. So I'm like, get out of your routine, get up, go out into the system or whatever, and go, like, hit big, win big. And I did pull from this deck right here, the Ignite Your Fire card, where you're all vibrant and vibing, and your energy is beautiful, and your aura. And then at the bottom of the deck, it was Hidden Treasure. Like, go out there as things to, like, vibe, but, like, things specifically for you, like, for your business, for your kids, for your family, for a significant other, you know? Or buy things for your quality of life. With healthy diet, go to the bargain market, go to the farmer's market, spruce it up in the kitchen with some fresh vegetables, some fresh fruit. And then, like, this card is representing it, or it's all make-believe, or rather it's all what we make ourselves believe. Like, you could either lay in your bed and do nothing. Because our thoughts become our words become our beliefs become our actions, and our actions become our habits, and our habits become our realities. So this is all being revealed. So we're all getting the signs and symbolisms and interpretations of what's happening around us. And for somebody here with this card, Valet, and you said, babe, but it's my Corvette. When I wrote that card, it's to represent, like, actually, like, giving your car to valet, but you're like, hell no, I'd rather park my own car because I don't want nobody dropping my stuff. And you could be in that energy, and somebody could be like, whoop that trick. Like, somebody here is with the beat, it's with being getting beat on type energy. Somebody here is truly the good son, the good daughter, and you're breaking away from the ones who are saying they're the good sons and the good daughters, but they're not, and you know this. This is going to reflect in their realities with that whoop that trick. Like, the real liars, the real manipulators, they gonna get whooped on. And while they getting whooped on, jumped on, beat down on, all that, you gonna be finding hidden treasures. I'm telling you, go shopping. Go to the bargain market, go to the farmer's market. Get you something healthy. Get you something that helps with your quality of life. All right, go hit it big. Go win big out there, and enjoy yourself, and enjoy your life. Because you choosing to put healthy and positive inside of you, and then also to put healthy and positive around you, yeah, you're gonna see good, the real good in people and in yourself. So stay in that energy. If you have a necklace that's thousands of dollars, or a bracelet that's thousands of dollars, you're not just gonna hand that to anybody. So you're using your energy like that. That's the way that you see your energy. You're not just handing your energy off to anybody. You're not just handing out your blood to anybody. You're not just vocalizing your words to anybody. You're not just putting out opinions for anybody or to anybody. Your inner child has been asking you when. When are we going to break free from this system? When are we going to break free from this vibration and go to a higher vibration? When are we going to break free from the chaos? Because we don't need to trick the system how these other people are trying to trick the system with bad intentions. Because they're being rejected. Those are the ones being rejected. Oh, shoot. Yep, those are the ones being rejected. They're being rejected from the great fortune. They're being rejected from the fancy living and the luxury. That's what they're being rejected from. The false good sons and good daughters. While the supreme and superior good sons and good daughters is on board with the programming. The blueprinting. They're on board with the blueprinting. So currently, you are in peace. You are in serenity. And that's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's always been. I'm telling you, these people's getting ganged up on and they getting whooped on. The false ones. And these are the ones who are going to be running your views up. Alright? Because a lot of people going to come after you right now because all that good energy, you know, is going to attract this bad. And whatever you say, they're watching every word. They're listening to every word that you say. So it's going to be tempting. Anything that they're like, anything that you say, I'm going to attack you over it. That I deem is that type of energy. So they're going to try to come at you with this, but I feel to no prevail. Yeah, because your great fortune is being restored. Now the ones who is truly in the energy of bad intentions, they're going to get that. All right? You're looking for trouble, you're looking for bad, you're going to get that. These are the people who wanted to whoop on the innocent. Or torment or torture the innocent. Because their path is being lit up right now. It's their time to be lit up right now in a good way. But they about to be lit up in a bad way. And I feel like somebody already knows what I'm talking about. It's time for you now to be in the good energy. All right? There's no more comparison. There's no more favoritism. All right? It's going to be truly favor. You're going to be taken care of. Look at that protection. The ones who are innocent are truly protected from this whoop that trick energy. There's going to be somebody there. There's going to be an angel there to make sure that you receive only the good, because you deserve only the good, while the bad only receive the bad, because that's all they've been putting out. That's all they've wanted. They wanted to put curses and hexes on people to say wherever direction you go, wherever you are in the world, bad will follow you. Now it's being reversed. We just went through a shift. It's being reversed. Somebody here, you're going to your nearest farmer market, your nearest health market, and you're probably not even buying that much stuff, but it's still a start. You're starting, and that's good. And you're deciding to be more selfish, but with your energy, the way that you should have been selfish with your energy. And I'm telling you, and you already know this, that's what's bringing in this good fortune. You have nothing but knowledge and wisdom about this. This message could do nothing but just resonate. Because your inner child was like, win, win, win. All right? Your higher self was like, win, win, win. Now is now. It's that now time for you to treat yourself. Because once again, you never had bad intentions. Man, I remember I was in my backyard by myself. I had a pole and I guess it was spring, and it was a beautiful butterfly that came, and I just swatted out of all the rocks I threw in the air and was swinging and missing. This butterfly gonna come, and I hit it right on the mark, completely destroyed it. For what? I had no bad intentions, but kinda. What did yeah, I was a kid, but what did I think would happen? I could have just let it pass by. So that's why I guess they're in that type of energy. They saw you, a beautiful butterfly, coming into their life or just passing by, and they wanted to come in and destroy, deader, break off the wings, rip off the wings. Because you was coming through with so much magnetism, so much beauty. Light. How come you can fly? Type energy. You're not being swayed by incubus, succubus, Jezebel energies. They're being attracted to each other now. So their groups might be getting bigger, but at least you guys have no involvement with the negativity. Yeah, you're keeping it positive and you're keeping it good. You're truly the good ones, the good daughters, the good sons. And this message is confirmation. The stage has been set. I'm telling you right now, you're just making it your way towards the bargain market and the farmer's market. This is where you're going to come across people who is also trying to live good, live healthy. And it's a vibe. And if you brung up a conversation or end up saying something, whether you got Tourette's and you blurt something out, somebody's going to resonate with that and they're not going to want to harm you over what you just said, right? I'm telling y'all, we were surrounding ourselves with energies that whatever we said, they attacked us over it. Oh, this person said this. Yeah, we should attack them over that. They can't do that no more. Now they got to do that to each other and leave the good ones out of it. Leave the good sons and the good daughters out of that and attack each other. The bad energy beat on the bad energy, while the good energy go and circulate with the good energy. And that's how we're going to be able to celebrate. Throw our hands in the air like we really don't care. This is what we call giving it up to God. We already said it. We keep saying it over and over, day after day. We're not dealing with the negative energy. We're not dealing with the bad energy no more. We can't do it no more. We want great fortune. We want fancy living. And we want luxury. All right? We want healthy lifestyles. And we want positive energy. We cleared our space and we cleared our mind. And we got real as a collective about this. So this message is just confirmation. We weren't desiring to be the good sons, the good daughters. We already were, but we were swamped out by the bad. Now the bad has to overthrow the bad and enjoy that energy. The slums. All right, you can leave it open. So this is not being veiled over no more. And I'm telling you, the money that's going up right now and the views that are going up right now is because it's the negative energy that's watching you. Now they're giving their energy. This is the only way they can give their energy to us. Is like that. That's the only way that we'll accept their energy. I feel like somebody here, you're not having a conversation with nobody unless they go to a farmer's market. All right? And have a good relationship with the elements. All right? And it's not using it to harm people. Only using it to elevate yourselves. Somebody, all of our inner childs right now is having a good time. The kings and the queens. But like I said, the other ones are being rejected from the fancy living and luxury and the great fortune. And they're mad about it. But the only thing they can do is watch, all right, and pay attention. So they're paying us. We're going to get paid because they're going to be paying us attention. Because they're going to notice in their outside world that nobody's eating up their negativity. Why ain't nobody eating up my negativity no more? Why can't we get to them? Because we're now using the elements. We're in our element. We're of the elements, and now we're in the elements. Light your candles. Get your water rituals with the spiritual baths. Making your wildest dreams come true. And they can only wish that you're going through what they're going through. Because that energy wasn't right. Some of y'all could have got jumped. Some of y'all could have got beat on for real. People could have been in that energy towards you. Whoop on that trick. Beat that trick up. Whoop her ass. Like you deserve that or something. But no. This is the energy that you deserve to be in, and that you should be in, and that you are currently in. So I can speak it into existence. You're somewhere at home. Right? You're somewhere at home where you have a healthy diet, right? A healthy environment. And that's the way we're going to do it. Huh? And that's the way the cookie's going to crumble every time. And he ain't to it, baby.
Nah.
Yeah. Now, when you bring up something, they're not looking at you as if you're snobby, how do you say it? Obnoxious, arrogant. No. Your opinions are validated. Like they should have been. Because in the past, other people's opinions were being validated, but they were completely in the wrong. They were loud and they were wrong. They were loud and they were wrong. Now it's being whispered around about your great fortune. Yeah, this great fortune is flowing in. You don't know when, but it's coming in. You're trying to take your path towards it too. Anybody who had bad intentions, those bad intentions is coming back towards them. Anybody who had good intentions, the good intentions is coming towards them. Fancy living, here we come. Everything, if you want to recycle that energy, the energy is being recycled back. All right? So the fancy living and luxury lifestyle is going to be a bountiful harvest for the true good sons and the true good daughters of this planet. And jokes are on the false good sons and the false fake ass daughters. The false fake sons and the false fake daughters. Yep. They was trying to say whoop that trick on the divine feminine. And it was earlier this morning. I was thinking about the color purple and how, what was her name? The main character, but Whoopi Goldberg. How her only, what was it, plan or only opinion for Hoppo was for her to tell him to beat his wife because that's all she ever knew. Right? And whatever they're viewing you, these bad energies and bad companies, they come to view you and stuff, you're going to give them something to think about. And some are going to want to turn over and be like, oh yeah, I should be generous. You're going to be getting heard out more. Hold on. Hey. Watch out. You like all that noise? Thank you. Excuse yourself. Go find your toy box. No. Go out there and play. Go play with your toys. Love you. Oh, 1 row. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, there's great fortune coming in, and it's yours, and you know it's yours. Ain't nothing coming in to shift your perception about this or perspective. I just need to come on here and tell y'all where it's coming from. It adds up. Because a lot of people was eating and feeding off of negative energy. That's how they was making their wealth. But now, what if the only way that they can make their wealth is through positive energy? Yeah, they're going to have to switch it up. But now you guys are equipped with the knowledge. You guys are now equipped with the knowledge of how to do that. So right now is really the time to live it up. We was the ones who was being courageous and brave while these people was being demonic and evil and trying to destroy us. Now the Wheel of Fortune is in our favor. The Wheel of Fortune is in your favor. And these people should have never been listening. Now, like I'm telling you, Silly, that was her name, Silly. She told Hoppo to go beat his wife because that was all she knew. Was getting beat on, and maybe that she'll act right maybe if you beat on her. Yeah, this is the type of information that these people who was attacking you was listening to. That's the type of mind frame they was in. And now they got a fucking go back in their thoughts because of all the shit they gotta switch it up now. But now they're realizing when they look back, they're like, dang, I tried to whoop on, or I did whoop on a sacred god or a sacred goddess. And they're realizing why they couldn't take you out or why they couldn't harm you the way that they thought they could. Is because you're somebody who's doing things right. Healthy diet, all right? Healthy lifestyle. Now you're noticing that people are laughing at some of the things that you're saying as if you're actually really, really funny. All right, in most cases, because I'm telling you, you was saying shit, everybody was saying stuff, and people was like, nah, we're not fucking with you. We don't like what you say or what you do or how you behave or how you act. I don't like your voice. Like, but now you say something and it's being valued. Okay? It's being valued. Mm-hmm. Yep. This is the shift. And these people are crying. I'm telling you, they're being rejected right now. Great fortune. Fancy living. They're going to have to figure it out, just how we have to figure it out. Because they came in and disturbed our energetic field. And we have to figure out how to close holes in our auric field, you know, so these entities won't leech onto us and suck us dry. Because they opened us up by betraying us, by certain betrayals that, you know, damaged the heart. Then we have to heal ourselves, heal our heart. But we did that shit through positive energy and transmutation of that negative energy. And that powered us up for this shift where you can only make money off of positive energy. Yep. Yep. Say it louder. Now we get to yell back, whoop that trick. They about to get whooped on. They about to get whooped on. So these are the ones, you're going to notice what I'm talking about, because these are the ones who are going to go in your comments and say, don't listen to them. But they're running your views up. These are the same people that's running your views up. I heard try to do away with your energy, trying to do away with your image too. But you're the one to be, and everybody can see this. Great fortune, overflowing wealth is coming on top of great fortune. So much money. You don't know what to do with it. You're going to find out what to do with it. When it's showing up. When it's showing up. Money coming. And these people, they're going to come in. It looks like she got a hand out a little bit. But these people still going to try to be in their sneaky, conniving energy, and the universe is going to spit them out. Not only the universe, the matrix. Going to spit them out. They're going to say, reject it. We're not moving like that no more. You can't do that no more. And that's what it is. I'm going to need to sit on that too for a little bit. Like, what? Yeah. And it makes sense. They was, even from the negative readers to anybody negative in your life, they were feeding off of negative energy. Now, what if you can't profit off of that? What if you don't get nothing from siphoning that type of energy no more? But you can only do good energy, like Monster Inc. They was feeding off of the fear and the cries of the kids. But then they turned it, now they're feeding off the laughter. It was a big switch up. Now they're going to have to learn to adapt. But I'm going to end the reading there. Hop on back with another one. Like, comment, and subscribe.